I'm going to demonstrate the bicep exercise using the 1-rep gym. And I want to cover a couple of things facing you, because whenever I'm doing the exercise or explaining it from the profile side, it may not make a lot of sense. So one of the things you're going to hear me say is you want your hands in front of your shoulders. And what I mean by that is lined up this way. So as if I'm pulling on the bar, you know, as I'm pulling, if the bar wasn't there, my hands would like come into my shoulders. The beginning position for this exercise is not with your arms out here, unless you're that wide. You don't want your elbows out, and you don't want them turned in. So I begin here, and then raise the elbows up, and that's the perfect alignment. That's what I'm going to be talking about. And also, it's kind of difficult to get the exact 120-degree angle on this, and I'll explain that also. We have our lap belt, so whenever I begin to pull, you know, doing the exercise, it's not going to lift me up out of the seat. And I tend to get this as close back to the, you know, really far back on the hips or close to the pelvic area, as opposed to out here in the middle of the thigh or towards the knees. Obviously, because I want it to be holding me down way back here. And when I mentioned that 120-degree angle, if I were to put my hands on this grip, I'm not wide enough for that to be right in front of my shoulder the way I explained. It actually makes my hands go way out here, and that's definitely not, you know, that's not the way to do the bicep exercise. So, as I get into position, it's going to be close. It's just not perfect. And everybody's going to be, you know, everyone's going to be a little bit different on this, you know, because of the arm length and torso length, everything from that. So I can look at this, and I can be really pretty close. And as I come up, if I can, as much as possible, maintain the 120-degree angle here, not this angle out here, but this angle here for the bicep, you want to be as close to that as possible. And the only other thing, if the bar wasn't here, this is the motion. I would be going just like this. Just like this. So it's not a pull-up per se, and it's not using my back or everything to pull this out. It's literally, if this were a lever, if it had a hinge, I would want to be pulling that straight down, just like this. Just like this. And trying as much as you can to maintain as close to that 120-degree angle as possible. You'll take a couple of warm-up breaths. And again, this isn't pulling down this way. This is the motion, pulling down towards you. A couple of breaths.